Aries. Aries symbol. It may not be easy to relax your mind today, dear Aries. Watch that you don't miss important, practical details or focus on things that don't truly matter in the long run. There is some tendency to make mountains out of molehills today, as information coming in may be overblown. There is no need to jump into something, even if it feels that way. Aim to reserve judgment. A Mercury-Pluto influencing later today and into tomorrow helps you see the value of investigating a matter further. A new view on money matters or relationships can be helpful. Taurus. Taurus symbol. It's not easy to focus much of the day, dear Taurus. You can choose to enjoy this mental freedom, but you may also find it harder to lock something down. Try not to rush through your work or conversations, as it's all too easy to overlook things. As well, it's best not to make promises or put your faith into others' proclamations just for now. Judgment may be off temporarily. The day progresses with far more clarity. Energies are ripe for brainstorming or connecting with someone through the mind, especially later today and early tomorrow. You often favor peace and comfort over messy problem solving, but right now, you're opening up to facing matters and dealing with them. Gemini. Gemini symbol. Watch for a tendency to add too much to your plate today, dear Gemini. There can be some misleading talk or false leads at this time. However, sometimes we need to entertain big or impractical ideas for mental exercise before coming back down to earth. This way, we can see things we usually miss, and this may be the case today. You may get all wound up on a mental level, and perhaps some great ideas can emerge from this kind of tension. Later today is influenced by a Mercury-Pluto transit, however, encouraging you to sort things out on a mental level. Analysis, research, and investigation are especially favored, and your ability to focus, wait, strategize, and plan increases. You can be particularly wise about knowing what is no longer right for you, helping you tidy up your life. Further information about your job or health can emerge. Cancer. Cancer symbol. You might jump upon a new idea and, in your excitement, forget about the practical details required for its realization today, dear Cancer. Otherwise, listen to your creative ideas and inspirations, even if they seem a little way out. Stretch your mind while keeping your feet on the ground. Great ideas usually go through many transformations before reaching their potential. Fortunately, a Mercury-Pluto transit comes into influence as the day advances, helping you see a new layer of a situation. Discussions are in-depth or cover deep topics. If you need to discuss matters that are considered complicated, this is a time to do so. Leo. There can be talks that are impractical or exaggerated today, dear Leo. Indeed, it may be a helpful exercise to think in big ways, especially if you previously missed an opportunity by focusing mainly on practical possibilities. Ideas are big and easy to come by, but they're hard to bring home. The problem is that there are so many things to consider that it can be difficult to know where to begin. Fortunately, as the day advances, concentrating and analyzing your options comes more naturally. In fact, conversations can run deep or touch you deeply. There may be newly discovered information about family, work, or health that adds an important layer to your understanding of a situation. Virgo. It's important to keep a check on your communications today, dear Virgo. Mental restlessness can undoubtedly lead to positive experiences, as it can motivate you to seek new and interesting information or interests. Discipline, however, can be lacking if you are required to focus on boring, rote, or monotonous work. It may also be that you have so many interests and projects going that you don't know where to begin and end up wasting time deciding. Later today and into tomorrow, a Mercury-Pluto transit boosts you. Learning, mental interests, communication, neighbors, contacts, transit, transportation, or siblings can be areas of improvement or a new understanding. Your insight is so keen that you're likely to get to the bottom of a complex problem. You can learn something that helps you many times over. Libra. You're more inclined to throw caution to the wind today, dear Libra, and thoughts can be up and down now. Ideas may be visionary, or you may be thinking too big. It's hard to say which direction this will take with Mercury and Jupiter forming a square aspect. This energy may produce a war of words about personal possessions, values, intimacy, and respect. While you could be unproductive right now as you focus on the less essential things, priorities will be easier to see later today. The ordinary may not satisfy just for now, which can encourage you to stretch your mind to entertain new possibilities. You tend to see the hidden layers of a situation as the day advances. It becomes more apparent what's working in your favor and what's cluttering up your life, literally or figuratively. You might benefit from updating ideas and plans related to home, family, or money. Recovering something that was lost or seeing something in a new light can figure strongly. Scorpio. You're thinking in big terms today, dear Scorpio. Try to enjoy the exercise of thinking up possibilities, but don't bank on them until you've had more time to sort out the practical side. It's probably better not to put all your eggs in one basket just for now. Watch for exaggeration and attempts to score intellectual points, which may come at a price. As the day advances, you're in far better shape for communicating, thinking, and learning. Others are more supportive of your ideas and appreciative of your insights. Breaking through a problem is possible now with something hidden coming to light. The moon spends the day in your intimacy sector, reinforcing a theme of pleasant intensity and discovery. Sagittarius. There's a tendency for people to make mountains out of molehills today, dear Sagittarius. Still, it's not necessarily a waste of time, it may very well lead to some exciting ideas and possibilities. However, it's best to reserve judgment or adopt a wait-and-see approach. The tendency is to not judge things very clearly, mainly due to optimism. It's a good time for positive thinking, but the details may not get their due attention until, perhaps, later today, when you tend to think more deeply about a matter. You might learn new things about your inner workings that help inform future good decisions. You're reading between the lines, and it's likely to help you out. Capricorn. You prefer to let your thoughts roam more freely today, dear Capricorn. You can be considering fantastic ideas and dreaming up ways to pursue long-term happiness. It's best not to run with them just yet, as impracticality is likely with a Mercury-Jupiter square in play. Watch for going overboard, but aim to enjoy the mental exercise involved with thinking in big terms. Later today, your concentration improves considerably. In fact, you prefer to focus and specialize. Further thoughts and musings or conversations can improve a bond, and interactions can be helpful and healing. Aquarius. You're not as interested in the details as much as you are focused on the big idea today, dear Aquarius. For best results, avoid sweeping decisions that come on suddenly and impulsively. Do allow for stretching your mind to consider new possibilities, but don't take on more than you already have under these conditions. You may overreach now. It's important to simplify, as you can be juggling far too much right now. As the day advances, you're in great shape to bring more order to your world. You might learn new information that empowers you, particularly along professional lines. The use of strategy is critical right now, as whatever comes up tends to require extra thought and analysis, and it's likely to benefit from a slow rollout. Pisces. It may not be easy to lock something down or gain clarity for a fair part of the day, dear Pisces. The truth is too easily stretched, and it can be frustrating for you to witness. It's better not to push or promise something too soon. Even so, you don't need to write off all ideas that emerge now. While they are likely to need some refinement later, plans for creating, publishing, travel, or educational matters can be attractive now. Later today and into tomorrow, discussions can be enlightening, or your personal observations are satisfying. You might get the opportunity to come to a greater understanding of a matter, a person, and even your life purpose. Digging deep seems to be the better bet.